Bomber, how the boys pulled up after the gather?
Reasonably well, yeah. We pulled up okay.
So there's no one in doubt because they pulled up a bit sore?
Nah, look, there were. I read in the papers that the ground was pretty hard, and it was hard. But I think that's can't be used in any way whatsoever. We don't really talk about it, but I think they've pulled up pretty well generally.
Should we still be playing on cricket wickets in this day and age?
Probably shouldn't, no.
Mick Malthouse said today we should look at the hardness of grounds as opposed to interchange rotations for causing increase in injuries. What do you think about that?
Well, I've been plugging on about this for about 6 weeks and it's got no airplay. We've got the softest ground in the competition by far because we have control on how much water goes on and what we do with the ground. So, and our boys, are all play pretty regularly and and play at a high standard. So, I'm all for it. I reckon just soften the grounds up. It'll slow the game down, and I think it'll be less injuries.
Kelly and Pods this week?
Yep, Pods will play. Kelly's just got to tick a few more boxes before we give him the all clear, but very confident he'll be right.
You're looking forward to seeing what Pods can do on the really big stage. Bomber, he's been fantastic so far, but it's another step up for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big stage, but look, he's 28. He's a bit nervous the first couple of games he played, and he might be a bit nervous this week. I'm not too sure, but you'd think a guy 28, he probably already got rid of all the fears of whether he can play or not at this level. He'd probably adapt much quicker than a sort of 18 or 19-year-old.
Is your overall structure better when he's in the side now? I mean, Tom Hawkins, when he's been in the ruck, seems to have been terrific.
Tommy's been good in the ruck. I gave him votes in the Coaches Award. Last week's game, 4 goals playing in the ruck. He was bouncing around everywhere. Look, we haven't been a big fan of 3 tools, but it seemed to have worked for us, and if it continues to work, it'll be a good weapon for us.
Yeah. How's Joel Cory coming on?
Not so good. He's going to miss another 3 or 4 weeks, I think. He's having an operation this morning, just to investigate why his knee's not getting better.
So it must be concerning with both him and Max Rook having had a lot of footy so far.
Yeah, it is, but again, in Joel's case, he gets fit extremely quickly and he's just a total professional. He won't put 1 millimetre of skin folds on his body while he's out injured, and he can just train up really quickly. So we're not worried about Joel. Rookie's a different case because Rookie's struggled since last year's grand final. At least Joel's had a pretty good summer.
There seems to be a theory going around that given sort of Collingwood's the challenger and you're the premier, this game might mean a bit more to them than it does to you. Is that fair?
No, I don't think so. No. I think our guys love playing against good teams, and Collingwood are a good team, and we've had some great contests. So I think we're going to do everything we possibly can. I know our boys will be motivated for Friday night to play near to their best football that they can.
You play them again. You play them again before the end of the year. So do you keep anything back this week, or it's just full on?
No, we don't change much anyway, Julian. We just tinker with our game plan. Things we do well, we want to continue to do. Things that we have to improve, we work on that. We don't do tricks. We don't change it too much from week to week. We just try and perfect our game the way we want to play.
You taking our performance in the prelim last year, and where do you think Collingwood's improvements come from this season?
Look, they've got a few new faces in the team, and some of their younger players have just come on unbelievably well. So, and they're quite fit. So that's where their improvements come from, and they're playing as a team, as a real team. They're looking after one another, and they're hunting opposition side. So it's going to be a good game, and play very, very similar to us, really.
Are they more unpredictable up forward now, Bomber? Have they got more options since you met them in the finals last year?
They've got Dawes, and I think Jack Anthony come back in on the weekend. So they've got 3 tools too, and Cloak looks like he kicked a few goals and looked quite dangerous last week. And, so maybe they have got a few more options.
Yep. Resemblance there, do you think?
I think Mick's always been a defensive coach. I've always been a defensive coach. I think that you get built up, or you have an idea of how you want your teams to play. But yeah, I think when we turned the corner and started to really attack, it improved our team enormously. And I think that Collingwood so far this year moving the ball quick. They're getting forward of play, which you've rarely seen before from Collingwood, and yeah, they are looking dangerous.